Hey guys, Keegan back, and I'm going to show you how to identify the numbers on your tire.
What they mean.
What they mean, basically. But yeah, so let's hop right into the video.
Alright, our example here is a 1977 Ford F-100. Two-wheel drive pickup we restored. Me, Keegan, and Daddy for him, and he's no longer with us, and this will be sitting here for Keegan. I rarely drive it. This is not the factory 15-inch wheel that come on this truck. What with me, Keegan? That is, well, that's not the factory wheel per se, but that's a 15-inch rim is a factory one would be, with the factory size tire. That's what would come on these trucks stock 15s. We've upgraded this to a 17 to make it sit a little better. And a lot of you guys say, well, I don't know what, you get on Craigslist or on these eBays, whatever, and you see all these numbers and it's kind of confusing. Well, how you know what rim to look for
I saw that here.
is if I were trying to look for this truck, I would type in, I'd need some 5 by 5.5 rims, 17-inch wheel. The 5 by 5.5, where that comes from, the first number is 5 lugs. Hot dang, this boy's gonna about to beat somebody. You ain't gonna try to take my wheels, are you? The first 5 is 5 lugs. So if one said 4 by
I'm gonna give me another shirt on.
5.5, it would be 4 lugs, like on some of the old Mustangs. Or it'd be 4 by 4.5. But the first number is how many lugs. So there's the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5.5 is how far apart they are. If you measured from the center of that hole to the center of that hole, it'd be 5.5 inches. That's 5 by 5.5. And then it's a 17-inch wheel. It's the tire's a 275/60 R17. That first number, the 275, is going to be how wide the tire is. As far as, you know, like how wide from there to there. The second number, the 60, is how thick the tire is, so to say. Like, this is a 60 series tire. It's that thick right there, all the way around. You hear people like, man, he's riding on rubber bands. Well, them guys, that would be like a 20 or 30 series tire. It just looks like a rim. It's got maybe that much meat. That wouldn't work on this truck. Not for me anyways. The 17 means that it's 17-inch rim. You know, it takes a 17-inch tire, obviously. So these rims, if I was to call and order them, I'd tell them I needed 5 by 5.5, and I want it in a 17-inch. You do also have to keep in mind, in some applications, I don't on this because we've got a couple of these trucks. A lot of times they'll say, what's your center hole diameter? You know, when you go to swapping around late model, new model Fords, the center hole changes somewhere there in the 90s. You know, it'd be too small for that stuff to come through. So always be sure your center hole is enough for it's big enough. You can be too big, but obviously you can't be too small. You know what I'm saying? This is a who makes them? Pace. I think those are Pacer wheels. But that's what it is, you know. It give it a better stance, just more aggressive looking. See how skinny those look from the front, and those are just, it just looks better. And also we put a 2-inch drop shackles on the rear to lower it, because you know a lot of these two-wheel drives sit kind of with the rear end up in the air. Don't like the way it looks. But that's where that stuff comes from. Another thing you need to know, just in general when measuring, is ID and OD. That's inner diameter, inside diameter, or outside diameter. If this was a pipe, or somebody said, well, what is the OD of the hole you're looking at, Thomas? I would measure from there, the outside of it, to there. That's the OD. If they said, what's the ID? More importantly, the inside diameter, they said, you know, if I was trying to stick a pipe to fit perfectly in here, I would call the plumber and say, well, this hole is a 3-inch, and I'm guessing the number, ID. ID is from there to there. The inside, that's ID, and that ID, OD. You know, that's it, folks.
See you in
That's
the next
a little
video.
something on wheels.